What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel where we review old hardware and see if it can game or not. You see my disgusting face, back at it again. Once again, today we're going to be taking a look at the $60 used budget PC. The PC that I've put more time and more effort into than I ever have with any other project. Let's roll that intro.
You did it, baby. All the way. I never thought you'd get here, baby.
It's crazy when I hit the road and meet you face to face, to learn my lyrics have meaning and truly hold a place. You tell me something crazy like Logic, you saved my life. Who would've thought righting my wrongs could do such a right? It feel like everything you've been through, I've been through. I downloaded every song and watched every interview. Thank you for who you were, who you are, who you're gonna be. I just hope that one day I'll be where I wanna be. Damn, that's when I stop you and tell you sky ain't the limit. Shit. And as a true fan, you know what I mean. I wanna thank you for the love for both me and my team, cause without you, all this shit is merely a dream. Well, I gotta go, the show starts in a while. Have fun, keep the peace, and I look for you in the crowd. And if I can, I stay after for every fan. Do my best to shake every hand and let you know I'm just a man. I ain't no different, y'all, we fam. I remember my first tour, sleeping in the van. Now shit is like, damn, it's hard to stay humble when you the man. So I always keep in touch just to remember who I am, man. People hate us and they blood is what they do, but I don't make music for them, I make music just for you, shit. It's been a long time coming, many years awaited. When I drop the album, that's the day I say I made it. This a prelude to that shit, I ain't trying to evade it, but y'all gon' look back like he dropped that fire while we waited.
You did it, baby. All the way. I never thought you'd get here, baby.
My faults are crazy. Sometimes I come across as too attached, and maybe I just need to quit the jealousy and focus mainly on us growing constantly. But honestly, every guy wants you in their life. I just want to keep you to myself. So paranoia don't interpret as obsession. It's just my affection. I don't know the ways to suppress it. I've never felt this way about another.
What is going on, everybody? So I want to bring you one of the most anticipated projects I've ever worked on YouTube ever. So this video has taken about a month to create. I've done so much work in every department, in benchmarking, building, painting, whatever. I want to talk a little bit about the parts list and who this is for, and a little bit of the backstory on why I'm building this PC. So first off, I want to talk a little bit about the backstory about this PC and why I built it. Now, first off, I always build PCs on the channel to take a look at old hardware and see if it can game, you know. But this one was special because when I was building this PC, or before I built this PC, I was actually talking to a friend of mine I haven't talked to in quite a while. His name is Giovanni. Now, I've known this kid for maybe 5 years now, and I met him in a Call of Duty match many years ago. And we would do interesting things on Call of Duty, like we would do special things like trick shotting and stuff like that. Don't worry about that. That's not a big deal. We met in Call of Duty. So when we did that, I became really good friends with him because he was just a really nice, genuine dude. And, you know, we went through our phases and we talked on and off for quite a while, and I always knew his mom. Now, I never knew his mom personally, but I always knew that he was under massive amounts of stress and anxiety, and something that we can probably all connect on if we're watching this video. So his mom has been fighting stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma for I don't know how long. It's been many years now, and well, the money has run out, and I wanted to build this PC, and I wanted to make a connection with everybody out there to see if you guys would like to donate, and everything I make from this video is going to go right into the GoFundMe. So if it's $2, $5, $10, whatever it is I make from the YouTube ad revenue, it's going straight into there. I'm going to drop that link in the description if you want to go donate it. Her story is amazing, guys. So she's the #1 reason why I made this PC. She's an inspiration to all of us, and I really think you guys should go check it out and go check out that GoFundMe. It would mean a lot to me. So with that out of the way, let's get into that PC build. Let's check out the part list and we'll get into some benchmarks and we'll have a conclusion at the end, guys. Let's get into it. So what I did today was I took the approach of finding 2 old PCs and we combined them into one. Now this is a very odd approach and it can work, but what I did was I found 2 Dell Optiplex PCs that I found at a flea market and I combined them into one. Now, this can be a hit or miss depending on what you find, but I got really lucky today. So, the PC number 1 had a Core 2 Duo, a really bad motherboard, but it did have 4 gigs of RAM, a DDR2 at 667 megahertz, and also a 500 gigabyte Western Digital hard drive. So, what we did was we took the hard drive and the RAM from that PC out of there. Now, nothing else from that PC was usable, unfortunately, just not up to standard to game. So that's what we took from that one. Now our second PC actually had the core components. So the second PC actually had a really good motherboard and a really good CPU. It actually had the Core 2 Quad Q9450. So what we did was we took the motherboard and the RAM and the CPU from that one out, and then we combined that with our RAM from the other PC. Now we have 8 gigs of RAM here. And we have a Core 2 Quad, and we have a 500 gigabyte hard drive. We are almost there. So then, I found this really sketchy OCZ power supply that screams when it's under load. I found that for $5. I don't know if I really trust it that much, but $5 power supply, we got that out of the way. Now for the graphics card. Now the graphics card can be a little harder to find. Now I actually ended up finding this at a recycling center for $15. It actually had a broken capacitor, but we fixed that right up and then we actually painted it. Came out very, very beautiful. We'll see that in the build part. So we got that for 15 bucks. That's off the list. So I had the GPU core overclocked to 960 megahertz. I also had the memory running at 2350 megahertz. As weird as this is going to sound, guys, I actually got the CPU overclocked using a sketchy ass software. Now I was able to use this QPI frequency tuning software to actually tune the core to 3.3 gigahertz on the CPU. Yes, on stock volts. On a Dell Optiplex board, I actually got the CPU overclocked. Now, I don't know how, but I did. So I know this is going to kind of sketch people out a little bit about overclocking and all that kind of stuff, but LGA 775 motherboards are so cheap, I wouldn't be surprised if you could find one for 15 bucks. So I really am just like, I'm shocked that I even got this thing overclocked. So just know we do have it overclocked. Just, you know, a little reminder. Now for the case. The case is a very interesting animal, but I actually have this case lying around that anyone can promptly find and or have. These are really common and they are everywhere. I always build in this case because this is my childhood case. This is actually my first ever computer. So I like to build in it and it feels right. So if you're on a budget, don't be afraid to look in your garage and find them old school cases because they can still do the job. So let's go over how much we got all the PC parts for. So we got PC number 1 with the hard drive and RAM for $20. And we got PC number 2 with the Core 2 Quad and the motherboard and also 4 gigs of RAM for $20 US. Then we picked up the graphics card at a recycling center for $15. We picked up the sketchy power supply for $5. And we sourced the case from our garage. So that brings the grand total of the PC to $60. We actually did it. A AAA gaming PC for $60 that will actually do it. So we got that in at $60 US. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's fucking cheap. So we got that in for 60 bucks. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I almost forgot, guys. I know I'm going to roll a lot of benchmarks in this video, so if you guys want to find the specific game that you're looking for in the description, I'm going to have a timestamp. You can look through there and you can look through the benchmarks and the games, and you can click on it and you can go to the game that you want and just skip ahead to here. I will always have those in the description, so just be aware. So now we got the story, we got the parts, now it's time to build our PC and benchmark the shit out of it. So now that that's in, let's take a look into that build, take a look at those benchmarks, and we'll have a conclusion at the end, guys. We'll see you guys then.
I spent a couple years searching for something that was urgent, a sense of ultimate purpose. Kicking my little raps to react like fuck I'm the greatest. Wasn't being myself, I just reenacted my favorites. An adolescent, learning nothing less than forever. But you can leave a legacy, fuck it, I'll give it effort. These verses gave me a chance to believe in me, when all I saw was doubt around my city repeatedly. It's 2012 and all I know is my father's feeding me lies. I see it in his eyes, all he's trying to do is provide, and I don't have the time. All I can do is focus and rhyme. My competition's winning, this isn't what I envisioned, dog. I need more, my law, young and impatient. Don't wanna leave this world without reaching my destination. Excel ahead of the curve. We all just want our voices being heard in our dying words.
Will we make the right decision in our dying words? Will we say just how we feel in our final hour? Will we be able to speak to the ones we love the most? For it's only God we see in our dying words.
Family matters, I never got it, was dumb and rebellious. These are the times where I was careless. When niggas had me gas, I was coming off of 11 grand. Discussions of silence would come into alignment. It's funny at 17, on the edge of your dream. I don't hold a chip on my shoulder, but fuck a Jermaine Apri. It's amazing I see falling off of major proportions to figure out what's important. Me and my mother speak every day, the love is enormous. Progression from a time where arguments over money were cutting our family ties. She's climbing the ladder of age, and that's why I'm slaving. I hope she understands that it's more than personal wages. I hope she gets to see me be more than what she expected, achieving everything that this visionary projected. Mother dearest, know that I've murdered your last nerves. I promise you everything in the world, and I'll die in words.
Will we make the right decision in our dying words? Will we say just how we feel in our final hour? Will we be able to speak to the ones we miss the most? For it's only God we see in our dying words.
Throwing caution to win. Now it's more than bargaining wins. I am targeted since I had a check on my reality, plus a lack of salary. Really started fucking with my mentality. Time is waiting for no man. Here today, you're gone tomorrow. I start to question what I have to offer. What is a man if he can't provide for his fam? Doesn't signify who I am, but it plays a part of my insecurities. Plus distractions keep blurring me, and the places I never thought I would ever be. Sitting moving cleverly, sick of all of this jealousy, making up excuses for why these niggas ahead of me. I really need to let it be. I'm going through something. My woman's touch is so heavenly, reminds me why I fight for this shit. I live my life for this shit. In my lowest stages, I still become a favorite. Could've been with ballers, but she picked a struggling artist. Don't mind me, I'm venting. I'm concerned with all of these worries. 23, yeah, I'm young, but I'm still in a fucking hurry. A young man's sport, gotta make it before you 30. They getting younger and younger, nobody's truly deserving this real. I'm just giving you the truth in this song. Before I leave, David Copperfield, proof and be gone, I pray I do it all. Everything that I deserve, nothing less, as I take my last breath, and I die in words.
Will we make the right decision in our dying words?
One of the greatest addictions, it's the addiction to thinking. It's actually addictive. Can't stop thinking. It's like can't stop drinking, can't stop smoking, can't stop thinking. Thinking is the greater addiction.
Tell you what it's like for a youngin' on the south side. So much on my mind, I don't know why. I don't know why. Always on the grind, never chillin' out one time. So much on my mind, I don't know why. I don't know why. All these late nights in my zone, wishing I could stay at your place. These days hate is all in my home. All my partners either went off to college, got baby mamas on deck. My nigga went ahead and got his degree, still at Chili slaving for a check. Look, nigga, where you wanna be in 10 years? Shit, where I wanna be in 10 years. Mama need to know what I'ma do now. Get a job, maybe you could run and go to school now. Motherfucker mailman, he just make the bills pal. Through it all, good and bad, find a way to still smile. And this is for my overthinkers. Sit back and relax. And if you rollin', if you rollin', if you rollin', and throw your wells in the sky. Just throw your wells in the sky. If you rollin', if you rollin', if you rollin', and throw your wells in the sky. Just throw your wells in the sky. If you drinkin', if you drinkin', if you drinkin', then throw your cups in the sky. Just throw your cups in the sky. If you drinkin', if you drinkin', if you drinkin', baby, just don't drink and drive. Don't do it. Don't drink and drive. Don't do it. Tell you what it's like for a youngin' on the south side. So much on my mind, I don't know why. I don't know why. Always on the grind, never chillin' out one time. So much on my mind, I don't know why.
Your choice then is not to understand more or to bring some intellectual analysis to the practice, but to practice the state of not thinking, not thinking, not thinking, not thinking.
Mrs. Jenny from the block came out the shower, dropped the top, and waiting for the night since I was 7 when I watched the box. Grammy nominated, Quest is scheduled to perform. Just so the garden down in 20 minutes, it's become the norm. Presidential continentals overlooking half the world. Just turn $500,000 down so I can chill and fuck my girl. I need a grande caramel macchiato on my dresser plus Chipotle. Don't forget the sauce, you know I like it extra. Mama calling from a mansion, been some years since I done left the Western Union. Hustle, spending money milli to impress her. Double platinum on my recent single, working on my album. This'll be my junior effort. Number soaring like a falcon. Vacation to the islands, sending money to Italians. Dodging taxes in Moscato, watching all this money piling. It feels right. Yeah, yeah, it feels right. Feels right. I got dreams all in my mind. A couple thousand in my pocket. Anything I want, I cop it. Pray to God nobody wake me up. No, I got dreams all in my mind. A new coupe for the lady, nothing less than a Mercedes. Pray to God nobody wake me up. And I'm starting with a World Series attitude. Champagne bottle life. Living in the present, give a fuck about tomorrow night. Of course I got a model wife, preferably Penelope Tree. At 23, you know that's all that I need. Glasses of wine is options. Isolated, baby, nobody's watching. Dominicana harm, I not get losing track of time. Private jets to estates in places I can't pronounce. Part of my culture shock. I need amounts of money that's only legal for Swiss accounts. Jigga just hit me for dinner, wants to discuss some of his future endeavors. I'm with it. Interpretations at an art convention, reservations at Le Maurice, smoking Cubans all in Paris. Haven't just walked through my door in leggings. Down for whatever, she only caters my preference. A blessing that I'm in her presence. $1,000 worth of lingerie that she's undressing. I keep forgetting checkout time is at 11. I got the money to spend it. Rolls Royces outside the building. Don't worry, I'm in attendance. Just chill. I'll be down in 10 minutes, releasing this tension. Work better, have the special attention. You feel me? Tell my lawyers I need the paperwork ready. We'll toast the glasses of wine and a fucking plate of spaghetti on me. Luxuries most of which wouldn't think of. The lifestyles a youngin' can only dream of. I got dreams all in my mind. A couple thousand in my pocket. Anything I want, I cop it. Pray to God nobody wake me up. No, I got dreams all in my mind. A new coupe for the lady, nothing less than a Mercedes. Pray to God nobody wake me up. No, I got dreams.
This life ain't what it seems. Only two things pick between. You can either chase a dollar or chase a dream. It's hard to choose when you're stuck between. I just hope I make it out alive. No, I just hope I make it out alive. No, I don't wanna work a 9 to 5. No, I just hope I make it out alive. Alive, alive.
And I'm yelling out my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Tell you what it's like for a youngin' in a 305. In a 305, always hit a job on the fly. I must provide, I must provide. Dreams don't pay these bills, I tell no lie, I tell no lie. But I stay straight, looking to the future like I'm trying to get a hook. Writings every second, I would jot it in a book. Everybody judging, I was only trying to cook. Guess you keep it to a minimum when niggas wanna look. And I'm stressed out, daydreaming, I just wanna be the best out. Scratch that, nigga, you ain't even on the best route. Ice telling me you need to take a chill pill. Got an ill will, yes sir, but I'm feeling lit. Feeling like 2 a.m. summer night. I don't care, hands on the wheel and there's nowhere to go. Hopeless on the ropes, this is more than a choke, it's hypnosis. Got me thinking in the worst way, 23 and hating every motherfucking birthday. Gotta find a way out, gotta find a way out. Ticking every minute till the moment when I'm laid out. Running out of options, thoughts of me stopping, dropping. But
mama told me this life ain't what it seems. Only two things pick between. You can either chase a dollar or chase a dream. It's hard to choose when you're stuck between. I just hope I make it out alive. No, I just hope I make it out alive. No, I don't wanna work a 9 to 5. No, I just hope I make it out alive. Alive. live my life. See my mama cry, gotta be the one to dry her eyes. Gotta dry her eyes. Living when you smile, man, you don't even recognize. Don't recognize. I apologize, no a nigga been a pesticide. Been a pesticide. But what would you do in the middle of a young life crisis? 17 and already feeling like you the nicest. Seeing every artist you started with on a come up, like you missed out.
Now that the benchmarks are in, guys, we actually saw the $60 PC actually performing. Now, a really weird thing that happened is Linus actually made a video called the $69 PC, and it was terrible. He couldn't even play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 on it. So, we actually played AAA games on the $60 PC, guys. I'm so happy that we did that. But the performance was just it's stellar. What can you expect? It's $60. I mean, that's what people pay for AAA games on console. That's what people pay for AAA games anywhere. You're playing AAA games for $60 on a PC that costs $60. So I don't know if there's really much you can critique there. Yeah, the graphics card VRAM, always limited on that with the old school cards, but that GTX 560, still kicking ass, man. We know here at when we test the graphics cards that those old school NVIDIA cards seems to just kick on kicking all the time. They just never stop, man. The 560, one hell of a video card. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about the reason why I built this PC, why I painted the GPU pink, and what I'm going to use the money for that I make from this video. And like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be using the money to the GoFundMe, and I'm going to leave it down there if you guys want to donate. But, an absolutely amazing lady. I mean, I've talked to her on the phone many years ago, and they've been homeless. They've been moving from RV to RV, and I actually was even considering having the Geo, the guy that I was talking about earlier. He actually, their position was so bad, he was actually going to come live with me. Yes, a person online from Xbox was actually going to come live with me because their living situation was so bad. Because when they were in Minnesota, they couldn't actually get health insurance for them to fix her cancer. So they're living in California, moving from RV to RV, being homeless, and that's how they're living. Like, this poor lady has cancer and other problems, and they're homeless. And I got a message from Geo on Facebook. I haven't talked to him much, but he was talking about a GoFundMe, and he said he didn't want to show it to people because he was afraid of, you know, Facebook and people roasting him and whatever. But this shit is just too important. Like, I had to step in. I clicked on that link, and I saw this picture up there that you see behind me. I was playing CoD Ghosts. I looked up, and I saw this picture, and I almost started crying because I know how important his mom is to him, and I can't actually think about him without his mom, and it really hurt. And I hope you guys really see that in this build video, that I really put everything I had into this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. So if you have any comments, whatever, leave them down below, and I'll get to them. Use Patreon, Twitter, whatever, it's down there. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. God bless.